The weather warning right now. Here's a live look at the Fox 6 snow stick. This is out on the weather dick.
And take a look at the nationwide weather forecast. The Arctic chill will fade, finally. And starting off in the south, dry conditions are expected to prevail across the region through tomorrow. Gusty winds can be expected across parts of southern Florida late tonight. And morning lows tomorrow will be in the 20s and 30s over much of the southeast down to northern Florida. High temperatures tomorrow can be expected to be in the low 50s to low 60s across much of the region. Highs in the 70s over much of the Florida peninsula. And a warming trend is expected to start tomorrow and will continue throughout the weekend in the south. Whoops, what? Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. In the northeast, temperatures in the 20s and 30s tonight will greet early morning commuters in the region. The region will be dry through tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the 40s and 50s across most of the region. A warming trend begins tomorrow and will last into early next week. Some rain is likely to move into the region by late Sunday and early Monday. In the Midwest, most of the region will remain clear overnight. Some light rain and snow showers, though, are possible across the extreme northern sections of North Dakota and Minnesota. Temperatures will continue to warm with highs ranging in the 40s in the upper Mississippi Valley and Great Lakes, and from the 50s from the Central Plains to the Ohio Valley for tomorrow. And finally, out west, scattered showers and mountain snow showers are likely in western Washington and Oregon tomorrow. Scattered rain and mountain snow showers are likely from Idaho to western Montana and northwest Wyoming. Precipitation amounts are expected to be light. The remainder of the region will be dry and mild. Temperatures will be about 5 to 10 degrees from the Great Basin to the desert southwest and back to southern California. I don't know if that's above or below normal, though. Highs in the 40s and 50s from the northwest to Colorado. Warmer 70s and 80s are expected in southern California, South Nevada, and South Arizona. And that, my friends, is a brief look at the nationwide weather forecast for this Wednesday night. Now, what do you say we take a look at the weather forecast for the Kirksville, Missouri region? I haven't done that for a while, and we'll do it right now. So just give me a moment to pull up the information on the old tablet computer here. I reformatted this thing last week, so all my hot links are gone, and I'm stalling for time as I punch in the proper codes and sequences, and away we go. Overnight, clear skies, lows in the upper 20s. Southwest winds about 10 to 15 miles an hour, wind gust up to 20 miles an hour. Sunny tomorrow, highs near 50. Southwest winds at about 15 to 20 miles an hour, wind gust up to 25 miles per hour. Partly cloudy Thursday night, lows in the lower 30s. South to southwesterly winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour, wind gust up into the low 20s. And then for Friday, a little bit warmer, highs in the mid-50s under mostly sunny skies. South winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour, wind gust up to 25 miles per hour. Cloudy skies Friday night with a 30% chance of showers after midnight. Lows in the lower 40s. South winds at 15 miles an hour with wind gust up to 25 miles an hour. Then for Saturday, a 50% chance of showers. Much warmer, highs in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Mostly cloudy for Saturday night, lows in the mid-50s with a continued chance of rain showers. Sunday, a little bit warmer yet, with mostly cloudy skies, a 50% chance of showers, highs in the mid-60s, lows in the mid-30s, drying off and turning colder for Monday, under mostly sunny skies, highs in the lower 40s, lows in the lower 20s. For Tuesday, sunny skies, but highs only around the freezing mark, with a few clouds for Tuesday night, lows in the upper teens, sunny skies Wednesday, and highs in the mid to upper 30s. I don't like that forecast. I don't like it one bit. Right now, though, 37 degrees under fair skies in Kirksville. Relative humidity is at 44%. Barometric pressure is at 30.19 inches of mercury. Visibility is at 10 miles. Wind chill index of 29 degrees. And let's see if we can find conditions for the region. So bear with me for just a moment here. Go out to the map, tap Missouri, and that didn't do it. I'm on the wrong page, am I? let's see. Let's scroll out to here. Thought I was on the right site. Let's go to state data. No, I don't want Delaware. I want Missouri. There's Missouri. And hourly state weather roundup. Across the Show Me State, 39 degrees under clear skies at KCI Airport. Clear and 40 at Lawrence. Clear and 38 at St. Joe. Whiteman Air Force Base, 34. Clinton, Missouri, reporting mixed precipitation and 39 degrees. Clear and 37 in St. Louis. Columbia, 34 and clear. Clear and 30 at Malden. Where the hell is Malden? Topeka, clear and 42, partly cloudy, and 38 in Wichita. 40 and clear at Des Moines, Iowa. All right, that's a look at the weather forecast on this Wednesday night. Thursday morning for you folks out on the East Coast, I'm sure. Okay, well, we've done the weather. Well, still to come, have Today in History, celebrity birthdays in a few minutes, the Hump Day Song of the Day. I've chosen two special songs for the Songs of the Day. Well, one's the Hump Day song, the other's the actual Song of the Day. I'll have more details on that coming up in a few minutes. Crossroad 1, Missouri is also on the way with Bob Nett from the Missouri. Bob Pretty from the Missouri Net was what I was trying to say. Let's see here. I really need to lay off the caffeine, but that's not going to happen for a little while. Let's see here. So we'll put this back over to here. And then we'll put this over here. Coming up next, though, I will have for you on this program right here, I will have for you the Composer's Date Book, and the Writer's Almanac is right around the corner. So stay right where you are. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Confessions of a Potentially Perfect Parent, brought to you by AdoptUsKids.org.
Okay, here goes. I know more about cooking dinner for a party of 12 than I do about packing a lunch for a 12-year-old. I know kids like things like PB&J, pigs in a blanket. Oh, and fish sticks. They do love fish sticks. Fillets I get, but sticks? What part of the fish does the stick come from? I know I can read a cookbook that'll tell me how to make a red wine reduction, but where are the cookbooks that can teach me how to cut the crusts off bologna sandwiches? Oh, maybe we can compromise on mac and cheese. Can you make that with brie? Everybody likes brie, right?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to push your food around their plate. Call 1-888-200-4005 or visit AdoptUsKids.org for more information. This message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
And here is the Writer's Almanac for Wednesday, the 13th of November, 2013. It's the birthday of St. Augustine, born in what is now Algeria in the year 354. St. Augustine believed in original sin and used himself as an example by writing his Confessions, one of the first memoirs of Western literature. The World Wide Web is 23 years old today. The proposal for a new global system of interlinked documents on the Internet, published on this date in 1990. Tim Berners-Lee, a British computer scientist, and Robert Kalow wrote the proposal, including a prototype web page, which was nothing fancy, no pop-up ads, no social media, no emoticons, no funny cat videos. The sentence at the top of the page said, "The World Wide Web is a wide-area hypermedia information retrieval initiative aiming to give universal access to a large universe of documents." The web became available for use by the public in August 1991. The science fiction author Arthur C. Clarke had predicted it in a 1970 issue of Popular Science. He wrote that satellites would, quote, bring the accumulated knowledge of the world to your fingertips, and people would access this through a machine that was a combination of computer, telephone, television, and photocopier, and it would deliver to a person all the information he needs for his everyday life. It's the birthday of Robert Louis Stevenson, born in Edinburgh, 1850, dropped out of school where he was studying engineering, and became a bohemian, hanging out with seamen and thieves and chimney sweeps. He wanted to live a life of adventure and sail the high seas, but his very poor health forced him to move to France, where the weather was supposed to be better, and where he met an American woman, Fanny Osborne, and when she traveled back to the United States, he followed her all the way to San Francisco and finally married her there. They traveled constantly, looking for a climate to improve his health. They tried Switzerland, Scotland, France, England, New Jersey, finally wound up on the Pacific island of Samoa. Stevenson's health kept failing, but he wrote constantly, on trains, in boats, in his bed. One day in the summer of 1881, he painted a map of an imaginary island for his stepson, and the map gave him an idea for the novel Treasure Island. He finished it in a few weeks, and the book would become one of the most popular adventure stories of all time, starring the one-legged pirate Long John Silver. A few years later, he wrote The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll, and Mr. Hyde wrote it in a single week. Stevenson's contemporaries saw him as one of the great writers of his generation. Henry James considered him an equal, but critics began to look down on him as a children's writer of adventure stories, except for the writer Jorge Luis Borges, who said, "If you don't like Stevenson, there must be something wrong with you." Here's a poem for today by Krista Lucas entitled Morning. The stillness, the radio's news, the scent of rain. My neighbor bending to pick up his newspaper in its orange plastic bag, tossed on the step. The cars, all heading this way or that. A fine spray beneath their wheels, vapor rising from sidewalks, and the light of the eastern sun slanting long, as if there's all the time in the world. Morning, a poem by Krista Lucas from her collection Fans of My Unconscious, published by the Black Rock Press and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac, supported by the Poetry Foundation, publisher of Poetry Magazine, committed to discovering great poets and printing their verse. Back issues and subscriptions available at poetryfoundation.org. Engineered by Noah Smith, produced by Joy Biles. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.
This is the Composer's Datebook for November 13th. I'm John Zeck. On this day in 1961, the famous cellist Pablo Casals took part in a chamber concert at the White House at the invitation of President John F. Kennedy. The concert was given in honor of Governor Luis Muñoz of Puerto Rico, the adoptive residence of Pablo Casals. Casals played works of Mendelssohn, Schumann, and Couperin with his own composition Song of the Birds as an encore. While eminent guests raved over the performance, the cellist's laconic comment was simply, "It went well." Casals could afford to be blasé. After all, he had played at the White House before, for President Teddy Roosevelt back in 1904. Aaron Copland was also invited to the November 13th White House concert in 1961, and in a diary entry he noted, "Pierre Salinger and Senator Mike Mansfield were at our table. President Kennedy was in full view the entire time. Surprised at his reddish-brown hair, no evil in the face, but plenty of ambition there, no doubt. Mrs. K. statuesque. After dinner we were treated to a concert by Pablo Casals. No American music. The next step." That next step came the following spring. In May of 1962, the Kennedys presented Copland's ballet Billy the Kid at the White House for the visiting president of the Ivory Coast Republic, with Copland present as a guest of honor. For more information on interesting premieres, go to our website, composersdatebook.org. Composer's Datebook is a production of APM, American Public Media, and the American Composers Forum, reminding you that all music was once new.